The first trailer to GTA 6 told us a lot of information about cars and how they will be. So please enjoy 10 minutes of interesting car facts in GTA 6 that you probably didn't know. First, we have this shot that shows a highly congested freeway with a lot of cars on it. A big complaint in GTA 5 Online is that there really is no traffic, or at least it's not very consistent. Sometimes the freeway is pretty packed with a lot of cars, but only in certain areas, and by the time you go more into the freeway, the cars start to become few and far between. This is probably done for performance reasons because GTA 5 Online is a very old game. It was made in a different time period where consoles were not as powerful as they are today. Rockstar probably made it this way for optimization reasons for the older consoles, but now that we have much more powerful consoles that are much newer, it shouldn't be a problem in GTA 6 to carry this out. But I will say I hope that this does come out in GTA 6 Online as well, because in GTA 5 story mode traffic is pretty consistent and there is a decent amount of it. However, when you go to online, traffic heavily falls off in terms of volume due to performance reasons and optimization reasons. Even though we have much newer consoles now, this still could be an issue that Rockstar may be trying to fix, so we'll just have to wait and see. Cars will be highly customizable in GTA 6, and some of them may even be able to be converted into donks, a large majority of them. At least the cars that suits them, like old school muscle cars and old sedans. Because as we see here, we have the Tulip M100 that looks to be a donk conversion. I don't believe that this is a new car entirely, but it is on a pretty big wheel setup, and it does look pretty cool. Not in that pink necessarily, but just the way the modification is. In GTA Online right now, we only have one donk, and it is the Willard Faction donk. It's a cool car for sure, but I hope we see more in GTA 6. Here's proof that most older cars will be able to be converted into donks. Here we have an older Crown Vic that is a donk conversion as well. These are actually very popular platforms to be converted into donks in real life, so it makes perfect sense as to why it is here. And yeah, it's just cool to see that we will likely be able to get more donks. Here's a nice frame of many cars on Vice City Beach, and we can tell by this screenshot right here that every car in GTA 6 will be remastered completely. They will not just be simply ported over, copy and pasted from GTA 5. They will be completely remastered, which is fantastic to see, and really just tells us all as the players that Rockstar is taking their time with this and not rushing it out the door. The rear looks a bit different, and as you can see here on the door panel actually has a lot more detail, which has been a big complaint of many, myself included. I think the interiors in GTA 5 Online right now are just not really that good in terms of looks. Sure, they serve their purpose as an interior, but in terms of realism, they just don't match how the car looks on the outside. You will have a much older car on the outside, and on the inside, you'll have like a piece of carbon fiber on the dash, and it just does not flow very well. Very cool to see that Rockstar is taking this approach and not taking the lazy way and just porting cars over. It's nice to see that they're taking their time with it and are not rushing, because if anything, this was a very easy thing to rush and get out the door quickly. In this screenshot, there looks to be a takeover taking place right now, and something interesting about this screenshot is that NPCs are not trying to get past the cars and just batter their way through. They're actually stopping for traffic like you would in real life. I mean, sure, some people probably wouldn't take it very well, and they will actually bash through you in real life because a lot of these people are not very respected. I don't respect them at all because they damage people's stuff and they run over people on the sidewalk. But aside from that, it's really cool to see that the AI actually respects the player and their space and doesn't constantly try to brush past them all the time. Because in GTA 5 Online right now, if you were to try this, you would have to get MLCs that block the intersection so NPCs can't just bash through those, because the MLCs are very heavy. They can't really push past those. But here is obviously not a problem. There's also a lot of new cars in this, and NPCs look great in this photo as well. Here's a screenshot I wanted to show you all very quickly because something very interesting to me, something I've been wanting in GTA 5 Online for a very long time, is in this screenshot. Right here we have a dually, a truck with two tires at the back. It looks to be based off some sort of Ram model, and that is very cool to see, and hopefully we will get lots of dualies in GTA 6. I don't know why they haven't added any to GTA 5 Online. I really don't. I cannot think of a valid excuse as to why they are not in. It's just, certainly they'll be wide, but there are pretty wide cars that are you can't add them in your garage, so them being wide shouldn't really be a problem, and here it obviously isn't. There is a dually in GTA 6, and hopefully we'll be able to own it and own many of them. Very cool to see. Not even GTA 4 had dualies in it. Here's this annoying looking chick on this screenshot, but that is not the focus. The focus is the Sand King in the back. It is covered in mud, which looks absolutely beautiful. You can tell that it actually has been off-roaded. It looks dirty. It looks good. The mud actually looks wet and it's dripping off of the vehicle. In GTA 5 Online right now, if you go off-roading, you'll just get like patches of mud on your car and it just looks awful. It looks like someone went around your car taking dookies all over it, but here, once again, that is clearly changed. Mud actually does look realistic, and that's great to see as someone who's sometimes off-roads in GTA 5 Online. There's not really much trails to do it, but I do it occasionally. It's very nice to see that happen, and considering Florida is a pretty wet state and with a lot of marsh and everything, it's very nice to see this kind of detail. In GTA 6, it also looks like we will be getting clean and dirty variants of cars, because here behind this old looking lady, we have what looks to be the Tulip. I can't really tell because she's blocking it, but whatever car this is, I'm sure there's a clean and a dirty version of it, or maybe it only spawns in a dirty version and you can take it to a shop and clean it up and make it look good. Once again, very cool to see this kind of detail, and hopefully this is an actual in-game feature. Now here's something I am very excited for. We have a bunch of new police cars in this trailer. Here is what looks to be a modern Ford Explorer, used by many police departments because it's very efficient for its utility. And yeah, it's just very cool to see more types of police cars in the game, because right now in GTA 5 Online, you kind of get chased by the same two police cars depending on if you're in the city or in Blaine County, and it is nice to see some variety in police cars. Here's what looks to be a Gauntlet Hellfire, which is probably the highway patrol unit, and it is absolutely sick looking. This is also probably the fastest interceptor to be chased by, so I look forward to being chased by this and actually have some competition for being chased, because right now in GTA 5 Online, cops kind of just rubber band to get to you. They don't actually use speed. It's a very cheap, old, outdated way of catching up to you, and once again, GTA 5 Online is a very old game, so I can excuse it for that. Here we also see two new police cars, my favorite, which is a Ford Taurus. Very nice to see that here, and a Buffalo STX police unit as well. These are probably the ones we will see most often, if not the Ford Explorer, because these are pretty common in real life as well. The Ford Explorers, I'd say, are probably the most common, but these are very common for the streets just because they're smaller and more nimble. And yeah, once again, very nice to see a wide variety of police cars in GTA 6. Very excited to be chased by all of them. I know this is a video about car facts in GTA 6, but one motorcycle fact wouldn't hurt. These look like small dirt bikes that are basically illegal, and people usually ride these in big groups because they get chased by police very often, and if there's a lot of you, the police can't really choose one of you to single out. I mean, they can, but it's very ineffective, so most of the time, everyone involved gets away. Very cool to see them add more motorcycles as well. These also seem to be pretty detailed examples, even though this is barely trailer number 1. And yeah, they just look great. Also, the tire smoke from them actually looks great as well. In GTA 5 Online, it looks decent, but right here, it definitely looks better, you can tell. Very excited to ride a motorcycle in GTA 6 because I wonder if they went back to the GTA 4 style of motorcycle where it was very wobbly, or they stuck with GTA 5's more grounded feel. I guess we'll have to wait and see. We will be able to add stickers on the back of our windows and on the side of our windows. This is most definitely a fact because all over this trailer we have seen cars with stickers on their windows. It would be very strange for Rockstar to implement something like this in the first trailer and for it to not be a game feature. Yeah, it's just very cool to see. Adds another layer of customization and personalization to your specific car, and hopefully we're even able to make our own stickers, but I think due to sensory issues that could be a problem, although games like Forza and the Crew have had it for years. They've dealt with it just fine, and GTA is a M-rated game. I'm sure when this comes out it'll be M-rated 17, so censorship shouldn't exactly be a problem. But yeah, once again, a very cool addition to see. I've wanted this in GTA 5 Online for a while now, but quite frankly, I'll wait until GTA 6. Here we have Jason and Lucia sticking up a store, but that is not what we are focusing on. There are two cars in the background that seem to have storage in them. Well, the car that they seem to drive, which seems to be a Tulip, does not have storage. I mean, I'm sure the glove box is there, but this truck has wood in the back. And all over this trailer, there were a lot that I didn't include, but there have been cars with a lot of stuff in the back, and for it to be each uniquely customized, like, it seems off. So I think personally that we will be able to actually store stuff in the back, because in GTA 5 Online right now, it's kind of a joke that you just stick guns in, and you use them at your disposal. But in GTA 6, it seems like we will actually only be able to carry so much guns on us at once, which is another bonus added to the realism factor. It seems like because this is set in Vice City, which is a largely water-surrounded state, it seems that boats will play a massive factor in terms of transportation. Here we have a boat with a fan on the back, which is used to kind of travel the swamps because it's not very low to the ground, or low to the water, I should say, and it's very efficient because you just kind of glide across the water without damaging anything. Right here is what seems to be a more high-end boat. These will probably be very expensive, probably $1.5 to $2 million, and these will probably be one of the more faster terms of aquatic transportation. We do have some of these in GTA 5 Online right now, but I don't see a reason why you would want to use a boat in GTA 5 Online, because a helicopter and cars are much more efficient than boats, because while the map is surrounded by water, there's no really water in between, so you're better off taking a helicopter, a plane, or a car. But yeah, it seems in GTA 6, boats will be much more important. I wanted to go over this one real quick as well. We have a bunch of boats in this screenshot, a wide variety of them. We have a cargo ship, a yacht, and another yacht as well. There's a good amount of boats in this screenshot. And yeah, it's just super cool to see the diversity and aquatic transportation. Hopefully we'll be able to drive these as well. I mean, the cargo ship could be a bit troublesome, but the yachts will be cool to drive for sure. In GTA Online, we do have yachts right now, but you can't drive them, which is unfortunate. You can only move them to set points on the map. And the yacht is a pretty big waste of money, but in Vice City, in Miami, you're someone if you have a big yacht like this. So yeah, very cool to see. see. We also may see the ability to do certain animations in cars. Right now in GTA Online, you can do animations in cars, but it looks kind of weird. And here we see Lucia hanging out the roof of what looks like to be a Zaruso, and it just looks really cool. Hopefully this is not a pre-rendered thing. Hopefully this is an actual gameplay element. And in the Furia above her, or ahead of her I should say, it looks like she's being filmed and they are outside the car as well. So yeah, it seems like the players actually really interact with cars in this world. They're not just driving them like a machine, even though they are a machine. They're actually interacting with it as a physical object, which is really cool to see. Very excited for this aspect of gameplay in GTA 6, and hopefully it is a gameplay aspect. If it's just for the trailer, I'm gonna be pretty mad. And that is it, everyone. 10 minutes of interesting car facts in GTA 6 that you maybe, probably, hopefully didn't know. Thank you all for watching as always. Have a great day, and if you enjoyed your stay here, please subscribe and like the video. And that is it, everyone. Goodbye.